Well, hey there. Welcome to the People Gardener podcast. I'm Rhonda Delaney, your host, also known as the People Gardener. Thrilled to put this podcast together to help small business owners, new business owners, frustrated business owners, and aspiring leaders, whether they're inside business or outside. Each week, we bring you some actionable steps so that you can actually improve your skill as a leader. That's what we're about. We're here to help you become a better leader by giving you access to lots of different perspectives. The guests are varied. We're thrilled to have them. Get out your pen, get out your paper, and be ready to learn. Every single episode, you're going to be able to take something away that you can implement. Are you ready? Let's get to work. Wow, it's been a hot minute since I did a podcast, a little bit rusty. Bear with me. Trev and I did our 4-month road trip in the RV last fall, and the podcast was on hiatus. And here we are, June 1st, and I'm getting back in the saddle, getting things organized. I've been busy behind the scenes doing some things, so I figured I should update you and let you know what's been going on. I have notes here because I want to make sure that I cover everything. This podcast is to help struggling small business owners who just can't seem to get their team firing all cylinders, in the boat, everybody rowing together, but not only together, but in the same direction. You may have seen online the competition where the groups, they're in a tug of war, but they're in a boat. There's 3 guys on either side of this canoe, and they're paddling in opposing directions, and they're trying to pull somebody across the line. We don't want teams that are paddling in opposite directions because it defeats the purpose. So anyway, that's who this podcast is for. I mean, also leaders in any stage, in any size business. It could be that you're in a position inside a company. You'll find lots of benefit. This podcast is going to be short episodes, 10, 15, 20-minute max. Even when I have guests on, I know that everybody is busy, and small chunks is what I'm looking for. Just one tidbit that you can take and implement is what I'm going for here. So I would love to know what topics, what are you struggling with? Send me an email, rhondadelaney.com, and let me know what you want to hear about. I might have an answer. I might not have an answer, and I might have to go digging, which is all great. I'm happy to learn. I might be able to find somebody who that is their genre. That's where they're at, and they'd be able to come in and help with that as well. I am so excited. Today is launch day of the Be Interested app. It's available on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Very simple term. You've heard me use it before. Be Interested. That is what the app is called. There is a free Get Access Right Now section, which has my 25 ways to be interested. Also, launching today is my 3-part video series, Becoming a People Gardener. And as those videos drop, they will be included in this free section. And I'll continue to add. It could be videos, it could be audios, it could be downloads, in a way, in an effort to give you lots of value that you can come back and utilize every week, every day, every month. Sometime further on in the summer, I'll be launching a leadership membership program. I'm still working out the details on that and how it's all going to be affected, but I do know that we're going to have a monthly live Q&A. I can do that through YouTube. So we'll get in there. We'll have other content that is exclusively for those in the membership. Once the video series is done, the 8th of June is the last video that comes down. So on I can't remember, the 12th of June through the 15th, my Leaders Grow First signature framework course is going to be available to purchase. And it utilizes the People Gardener principle framework. And we go through 5 different modules. Anyway, I'll give you more on that next week. You'll probably see it in emails. You'll see it on the Instagram and LinkedIn and all the rest of it. You can kind of hear I don't know what's going on, but I've got this cold that doesn't seem to want to go away. Trev was saying this morning, maybe it's those shots that you've been making for us. I decided to do some health shots. And so it's orange and lemon, ginger, turmeric, and a bit of black pepper. He says, maybe it's just cleaning all the gunk out of our system. So that's possible. It's absolutely possible. So yeah, I am excited to get back in the saddle. And I think for me, the learning part of leadership is just embracing the fact that you're always learning, and you may never know the exact action to take in any given situation, and just be at peace with that. You are not going to be perfect. None of us are. You're going to make wrong calls. You are going to make assumptions that you shouldn't make. We all know, but it's the bias in us. It just is. Where I come from in leadership is to be interested, to actually spend time getting to know your people. And the better you know them, the better you're able to serve them. In a leadership role, your role is to serve them, to help them with the tasks that they have to perform, making sure that your training is up to snuff, that your standard operating procedures are easy and straightforward and clear for them to follow, that they understand that you have their back, that you will support them in their role. And then it's also getting to know that human and what it is that they dream about and what it is they do to have fun, and what are their hobbies? How do they interact with other people? So as we restart this leadership journey on the People Gardener podcast, I really encourage you to just be human. It's okay to be human. And that is the whole gamut of emotions, from peace to chaos, from anger to acceptance to forgiveness, all of those things. When you are leading human beings, it's messy, and it's okay for it to be messy. And if everybody understands that it's going to be messy, then it helps people not overreact in any given situation. Giving people a little bit of grace, a little bit of compassion, a little bit of empathy. Yes, we all have to get the work done. And yes, we want to be productive. And yes, we want to make money. And yes, we want to give raises. And yes, we want to give more time off or more benefit package. The reality is you can do those things, and you can do it in a beautiful way by caring about your people, by being interested in them. So once again, the Be Interested app is live. I would love for you to get on there and get yourself subscribed to that new plan, to the free plan, and get in there and, go back often and use it as a resource. I have done one page there that is a resource guide, and I will continue to add. I've got books, videos, podcasts. I mean, there's lots of suggestions in there. How I see myself is I am here to serve you. I'm wanting to give you resources, give you tools. I'm not here to do it for you. You have to make that choice to become a people gardener, to be someone who wants to cultivate the potential of every single person that you lead. Excited to get back in the saddle. And please
get in there and watch this 3-part video series. It's a bit of a cheeky name. I came up with it last year. I kind of expanded on it this year, and it's Show Up, Speak Up, and Shut Up. 3 foundational things that leaders need to really become skilled at to create an environment where people just love to work for them. And then we've got the Leaders Grow First program launching on the 12th of June. If you've got any questions at all, please just give me an email. I love getting emails, or send me a DM on Instagram and let me know. That is it for this week. Just inching my way back into Seattle. Next week, we will definitely have more content with regard to leadership. Oh, look at this. You know what? Oh, wow. That noise that you just heard was me putting my notes on the keyboard, and they're a little bit heavy because they're in a book. I promise I'll get back in the saddle and we'll make this a really fun and effective and informative few minutes every week. Have a great rest of your week.
Well, now, wasn't that informative? Thanks so much for listening to the People Gardener podcast. Please feel free to follow me on Instagram at the People Gardener, and also on LinkedIn. It's Rhonda Delaney on LinkedIn. If you haven't already downloaded my 25 ways to be interested, the core foundational element of leadership, go to rhondadelaney.com/workbook. It's a workbook and a challenge. Thanks so much again for listening. We'll see you again next week.